Hey everybody, Jake here from Clinetimephotography. What is going on? So, today we are going to be talking about the Hypertech Max Energy Power Sports Programmer. I don't have any affiliation with them. This is a product that I bought. I read some reviews on it, liked it, so a lot of people seemed like they enjoyed it, so I thought I'd buy it too. So I kind of want to go over a little bit. I understand everybody's use is going to be a little bit different as far as utilizing one of these. So the problem I was having was one, for my truck, technically it's stock supposed to have 265 70R 17 tires or something like that, smaller tires. I have 285s on here now. The other problem was I re-geared it for 456 gearing for the Ford. So when I'm on the freeway, my speedometer will read, like, if I'm at like 70 miles an hour, it'll think, according to the speedometer, I'll be doing like 100, which might not seem a big deal, but the problem is one, it makes it really difficult for me to calculate my fuel range and gas mileage and everything like that. Two, you're doing your maintenance a lot more frequently, because technically, instead of actually going 70 miles an hour, you're actually going 100 miles an hour. So therefore, your odometer is going to be off as well, because you're putting on more miles technically than you're actually putting on. So I was getting tired of it, especially the speedometer thing. So I wanted something that I could program the truck to be able to, for the speedometer to be accurate, everything to be accurate, and yeah, so I picked up one of these, and I think they were like $500. I really do like this system, because people that live in California, you know, smog here is amazing. So with this programmer, it saves your stock information, and then so when you need to go smog your vehicle, you can set it to stock information, do your drive cycles, which you'll have to do. So if you buy one of these and you're going to use it, know that you will not pass smog if they try hooking up to your OBD. You will have to set to the stock settings, and then you're going to have to do your drive cycles of every vehicle is going to be different. I'm not getting all that. You know, your whole drive 60, 65 miles an hour for whatever time, and resetting all your monitors. You will have to do that before you go back into smog. So before you get one of these, make sure you know that. Yeah, let me go ahead and program it, and I'll kind of show you what I mean. So this is kind of what it looks like. I had to kind of take it out of the box, because taking this out of the box with one hand is a little bit of a pain in the butt. So that's your programmer. So I'm gonna put that right there. Here's your cable. Comes with make sure what to do before you're taking your vehicle into service. Yeah, all this stuff, all the information, all this. I've used this already, so I already have all this stuff pretty much good. There's a specific thing, if you have a Ford Expedition 03 to 04, I guess you need to read this. I don't, so I didn't read it. Stickers. And then this is an update cable. I have not had to utilize this yet, so it's been pretty straightforward. So some of you guys, if you have to update it or program different stuff for a different vehicle for whatever reason, they do send that. Probably just for mostly, I would hope, for diagnostics and stuff like that. So now we got it plugged in. So let's see here, what do we got? 1 DTC is reported. So you have to clear these before you can program it. To enter vehicle tuning mode, press Y. So I usually use regular fuel. This is kind of where you're going to go through and adjust everything. Rev limiter, I'm going to just keep that stock. So to adjust engine rev limit, press Y to keep stock. Engine rev limiter. So I'm going to keep that stock. The top speed thing I'm not really concerned about. This is kind of what I'm more concerned about. Change from my original settings, yeah. So this is where you gotta know your tire size. I have 285 75 R16, so that's technically a 28. Or 32.8 is technically what it is. So it's either a 32 or 3175. I'm gonna go with that because that's a little bit closer. Rear axle ratio has been changed. Mine has been changed. So we're gonna go to 456 gearing. We do have an automatic transmission. You can adjust the shift points. I'm probably just going to keep them stock. No shift kit. I'm going to keep the same firmness. Most of this stuff, really, I just kind of keep stock. The biggest thing that I change is just like the tire sizes and the ratio and everything like that. I mean, you can get all crazy and start adjusting everything and really just kind of nerding out on this stuff. But me personally, I've been trying to kind of keep it as stock as I can. I try to adjust as much as I have to. Change selections. Press N. Tuning. Regular fuel, tires, yep. 32.7, yep. And then this kind of gives you a readout. Axle ratio 456. Alright, so we're going to accept and program. Turn off ignition. Please turn off ignition and press Y. Okay. Turn ignition back on. And then this is where it's going to go through its process. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'll just let this thing do it so you guys don't have to watch this whole percentage thing. But yeah, that's basically it in a nutshell. As far as the performance goes and everything, just changing the fact that the truck knows that it's on 456 gearing and on the certain tire size helps it, I think, substantially. The biggest thing too is for us, because we're driving so much, is my fuel range. I like really, that's one thing I do kind of nerd out on, is adjusting our weights and stuff like that. Lately I've been trying to make the truck a lot lighter so we can increase our fuel range, because we're doing obviously a lot of driving. So yeah, that's just something I do like kind of specifically. Yeah, but yeah, so I personally like it. If you guys want to check it out, by all means, go for it. Again, I like the way it saves your data, and then that way Smog comes around, you can just kind of reprogram it in. I'm not a tech guy, so if you guys have questions or anything about like the techie stuff, probably gonna have to ask the company, you know. But yeah, little recommendation. So hopefully you guys learned something from this, and it kind of gives you an idea of like how the system works and everything. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Later.